Blue-Eye is an application template for Blender 2.9 and up. It's the sequel of sorts to the Blender project, which was an attempt to bring an industry-standard key map, or more specifically an Unreal-compatible key map, into Blender. It also packs in a handful of different layouts, a number of add-ons that I've developed, and a number that have been developed by other members of the community that really aid in the Blender to Unreal workflow. One of my add-ons is right mouse navigation to give you the same right mouse navigation that you have in Unreal while you retain context menu support. There's also a code walkthrough video on the GitHub. Transmatt is my attempt to replicate Ang J. Miner's project Blue Man, which was an automated way to transfer shader node graphs from Blender into Unreal, or to recreate Blender materials as Unreal materials. It works by taking elements of the Blender Python API, translating them into elements that the Unreal Python API understands, and then passing them over. Custom Objects was the first Blender add-on I worked on for people who work at 0.01 meter unit scale. This gives you a bunch of objects that are scaled to the proper height, lights that are at the proper intensity, and then a handful of other shortcuts. It also gives you customizable defaults for all of these. Comment Box is my attempt to replicate the workflow in Blueprints of selecting and then being able to quickly, easily rename and recolor your node frame. So in Blender, you previously had to get into the properties to do that. Viewport Quick Theme is a quality of life add-on for me when I was editing really bright or really dark meshes. Sometimes I'd change the background of the viewport and then I wouldn't be able to see the camera's lights, empties. So it's just a quick way to change all those colors. Mindmapper is a bit of a flow chart. It's a way to organize thoughts, maybe to link storyboards. It combines Blender's internal image preview with a multi-line text box. There's also a bit of a test to see if I can build a state machine in Blender. In conjunction with the library and local youth center, I ran a 4-part course on making a basic game in Unreal to go from knowing absolutely nothing about the engine or programming to having a little basic game, sort of like a Pac-Man style, collect all the cubes before the things get you. Boarding Party started life as a fan game set in the FTL universe before moving on to original designs, adding features. At its heart, it's intended to be a limited engagement first-person shooter with tactical or strategic map navigation element. FTL meets CSGO is the elevator pitch. It's gone through many different iterations over time. It's got the transporter system. I developed a dialogue system for it, a procedural ship generation system, this spherical map system. There's still a lot of placeholder elements in there, and I think ultimately the look of a number of things is going to still probably change quite a lot. Space Husbands was my entry into the 2020 Epic Mega Jam, a point-and-click game where you switch between characters to accomplish different tasks. Future Loop Racer is a concept for a 3D style racer where you race around an enclosed three-dimensional track following a lit yellow line.